Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Bungus Burger, episode 2. I'm Jonah.
I'm Ramsey.
I guess we'll start off the top of the episode by saying we're going to have a link to a Google form in the description. If you guys have anything in your lives you want advice about.
It's the advice corner. You know, we're going to play psychologist. I'm not sure that we are currently licensed, but I do know that we have life experience and we can at least have a fun time trying to help people out.
So I think you can do, I would say video and voice preferred. So that way we can put you on the podcast. But if you don't want to do that, you can just type it up. It's whatever. It's whatever you prefer.
Yeah.
But for us on our end, video, like record a video of yourself between 30 minutes and 30 seconds and a minute. I think it's probably
30 seconds.
Good.
Yeah.
So what's been going on with you this week?
I mean, it snowed. You know,
oh,
if anyone watching,
I had no idea. I didn't see
to this. I
had no idea. I just looked outside.
Honestly, like shout out to all the road workers because it's really impressive. I'm like thoroughly impressed with the fact that I drove today to the gym. I drove back from the gym. I drove to Staples. Got a new SD card for this. Then I drove to Jonah's place where we're at right now. And I had no issues driving besides a couple self-inflicted errors. But the roads are perfect.
Definitely an impressive turnaround.
Yeah, it's pretty impressive. And it's literally still like flurrying a bit. It's crazy.
It snowed earlier and it.
Yeah. It's, I mean, I think we're at like 16, 17 inches. No hand gestures were made. If you're listening to this, no hand gestures were made.
Yeah, for the audio only. Yeah, I mean, I guess something I was thinking I wanted to talk about birthdays because it was my birthday. It's 22nd birthday. The day itself was so weird. I did nothing all day, which is always part of it. I was recovering from the flu still, so I didn't quite want to hit the gym and, really push myself to be doing a bunch of shit because I'm just going to go on Do Not Disturb. I didn't want to, I got asthma real bad, so I didn't want to, give myself a fucking asthma attack. But I didn't do anything all day. I didn't go to class because I thought I was going to be dropping the one class that I had that day. And I was just like, I just got so depressed. We went and got, my favorite pizza.
Fire. And,
bro, I was just so sad at the end of the day. But then I listened to Touch of Grey, Grateful Dead, and I was like, you know what? Everything's fine.
Okay.
So
that's good.
But yeah, birthdays are weird, man. You ever get depressed on your birthday?
Yeah, birthdays are interesting.
Well, your last birthday, you sure as hell did not get depressed. I'll tell you that much.
This guy knows. It was Boom Boom Room, as they say. They called it. It's in Saratoga. It's actually the Saratoga Tavern, but it's a floor. It's a good bar.
That was one of my favorite going out nights.
We've had a couple.
When was that? Was it May?
That was in June. It was on my birthday. Well, no.
I think we went in a couple weeks before.
We went before my birthday and then went back, I believe. Did we go back?
You went back.
I went back. Did you go back?
And no, I wasn't there with you guys. I couldn't. But
yeah. Well,
because that was in September. But
yeah, I mean, on the premise of the question, I guess it depends when your birthday is, especially in the Northeast, right? Seasonal stuff, like seasonal affective disorder stuff.
The fact that it got dark at 4 and I had just done nothing was
if my birthday was in December, my birthday's in June, so usually there's stuff to do. I am outside, we were out in Saratoga.
And that day in particular, the Belmont, that was good.
I'm a big fan of horse racing, big fan. So I go to Saratoga at least 3 times. I make the Hajj up there. And it's my favorite. I mean, I shit on upstate New York a lot.
For good fucking reason.
For great reason. I shot on it a little bit last time.
Everything north of Saratoga, in fairness, is super depressing.
Yeah, but Saratoga is one of the
great town.
Nicest, quaint little towns I've ever been to. And
wholeheartedly agree.
And honestly, it's not even calling it quaint is a little bit of a diss because it is a real. It's a real.
No, there's
place.
Stuff going on there.
There's real stuff. Yeah,
but it also is quaint. It's both.
It's quaint. It's both. Yeah, you're right. So anyway, that's what I did on my birthday. But I agree how you could have a really high expectation for your birthday because it's your birthday and it's your day. And then for anything really, if you have a really high expectation and then it just doesn't live up to those expectations, it's just tough on your psyche because wow, this is a big thing, but just having a normal day feels weird.
Yeah. Yes, I kind of I like ideally, I should have gone to the gym. I waited. Both my parents were working, so I waited for them to get back. Nobody's really around. I mean, like, you're around and Liam's around, but other than that, nobody's really around. So I'm not gonna like invite people to go out. It was also on like a Tuesday or a Wednesday. I don't even remember, but so I wasn't gonna be like, hey, let's go out and do stuff for many reasons.
Yeah.
But I'm just like, it was doing nothing all day and just like getting back from dinner and being like, damn, I've done nothing productive. I kind of like the normalcy. Last year on my birthday, it was my 21st. So, I had work. I was doing stuff all day. And then like, it was very nice to be like, I at that point in time, I was working at a coffee shop, opening it.
Okay.
So opening a coffee shop as a barista, 6 a.m. on your birthday.
That's
Although
rough.
that they did let me go home early.
That's nice.
And then going and teaching music for 5 hours. But then when I was finally done with that, I went out with my coworkers, had my first drink.
Wow.
Ever.
Wow.
Of
course.
Of course.
Of course.
Just in town, and that was cool. So I kind of, having to do less than I was expecting to do. Because now that I am talking about it, I do remember I got there, and my coworker showed up and surprised me like a quarter of the way through my shift and was like, "You can go home. I'm here to let you off on your birthday." And they still paid me for the full shift. And then I went home, and I got a bunch of extra time to chill. I went to my other job, and so that was I liked that. I liked getting off of work and going to the bar it was a restaurant, but we just got drinks because Nate's birthday.
First drinks, obviously.
Nate's birthday, yes. Nate's birthday is like, I think like a week before mine.
Wow.
So
that works out.
I gotta wish my happy birthday. Fuck, he texted me and wished me a happy birthday. Nate, if you're watching, that's so my bad. Hold on.
Happy belated birthday, Nate.
I gotta text him right now. I'm texting him right now. But yeah, it was
we'll
just
smooch
depressing.
soon.
Yes. Talk. Say something.
Me? Oh, yeah. Well, we are just texting right now, so don't mind the break in the audio. But birthdays, they're quite a fascinating thing. Anyway, no, I agree. I mean, the expectations and it feels like this for you, like the birthday, I guess this year was just not as like made up to what it was last year.
My parents and Liam, we went out to a really nice dinner in the city, which was really nice. So that was cool.
Great.
But that was after my birthday.
Got it.
But I think also the combination of just being where I'm at was like, it's like, damn, I should be somewhere different. But then the next day I was like, you know what? I honestly really don't care.
Yeah.
I'm fine with where I'm at.
Yeah.
And I'm not going to be in this place for more than, 4 more months, 5 more months. So it's chill.
I have those same thoughts, I mean, about like being in a certain place and wanting to, because like for me, it's a lot of like, we talked about social media last time, but like if I'm on a social media and then I see like I do the same thing when I travel and visit places and whatnot, but I see people are doing X, Y, and Z, and I'm like, holy, like I'm literally just like stuck at home right now. I'm not going to school because of just some health issue things, and I'm getting figured out, and I'm progressing in the right way, but I feel like sometimes we lose sight of the progress that we're making, like in the current moment,
Definitely compared to where I was at a year ago. I'm like, and more than a year ago. Like a year ago, I was doing a lot better. Right? A year ago today? Right? Yeah. A year ago, I was doing a lot better. 2 years ago, compared to where I was at 2 years ago, and even a year ago, I mean, it's like leaps and bounds. Like, I have my shit more or less together.
That's great.
But, would I, I'd rather be, I'd rather have my own place and be in a city with people my age rather than, like, small town. But small town blues. That's why I got that guitar, so I can play the small town blues.
Small town blues.
Guys, let's chat guitar. No. Yeah, no, I got a nice guitar.
This guy's got the guitar brain on right now. I walk in the house today, he's like, oh, the guitar, you want to see the guitar? I'm like, okay, yeah, let's look at it.
I got total guitar brain. I've been playing.
Yeah.
It always cheers me up, but just playing and like listening. But I got back into, are you familiar at all with Grateful Dead?
Very little.
Yeah, I was really into them.
I know the logo.
Yeah, I was really into them in high school. And then I got into some other stuff. And Bobby Weir, one of the like founding members of the band, passed recently, so I started listening to some of their stuff again, and I listened to a few of their songs on my birthday, and it really cheered me up, and I was like, damn, this is some good shit. Yeah. So I've just been going back and listening to some old concerts and, listening to some shows that I was at of some other bands that are kind of in that same realm. And so I've just got complete and total guitar brain. I mean, I'm such a nerd about that stuff. Like, some guys prize fast cars.
Yeah.
This is the stuff I geek out on.
Yeah.
Is guitars.
I don't even know what I geek out on like that, but maybe like psych stuff, but the camera.
Traveling.
That's definitely true.
You absolutely geek out on traveling.
I do geek out on traveling.
Some people don't find the stuff they geek out on until they're like 30 or 40.
That's true.
That's
true.
But I think as of right now, at least for you, it's
yeah.
traveling.
I'm wearing my Barcelona sweatshirt.
This guy.
It was a great time.
Every single fucking time we're out.
Yeah.
I lived in Barcelona for 3 months.
It's definitely Spain. It's a Spain thing. I mean,
I lived in Barcelona for 3 months.
Yeah. Not right now. I don't do that right now.
You've done that every single time I went out with you after you got back.
That's true. Especially like the first 2 months I was back.
Especially when we were in Toga.
Oh my
God, when we were talking Spanish. Or was it fake? No, I was like, let's do fake German to these people. And then you just went off and started speaking Spanish.
I mean, yeah, I speak a very...
That guy was tight.
Yeah, I speak a sparse amount of Espanol. But, when I was coming back from Spain, it was more than it is currently because I haven't really studied since. But it was really funny.
That guy was not happy.
We basically just scared a guy from those two girls. It was so... And then the girl's friend comes in and starts like...
You guys need to get away from my friends right now. Are you scared? You scared they're going to take your job? Get away from my friends. And then we did.
It's a very accurate
rendition. I wasn't really spitting game or anything. I was just kind of standing there enjoying you.
I was just having a good time speaking Spanish to them. Oh my goodness. Anyway, that was a great night. Now we've talked about it a few times. Yeah. But it's definitely important to find what you geek out on for sure.
Oh yeah.
I know next to nothing about guitars.
I
know that the one you got looks super cool. Looks like Nashville.
Yeah.
Imagine Nashville, like the city of Nashville. It's the guitar.
For anybody that is a little bit of a guitar nerd, I got a 2005 Les Paul Standard. So it's like my like kind of dream guitar. I ordered it off the internet, so it's not here yet.
He called it a realistic dream guitar.
Yeah, because like my actual dream guitar would just be like the custom handmade version of that.
Ergonomic. Is it like
no? It's just like
guitars?
It's like the best guitars of that style were made in the late 50s. So they like take those guitars, like the ones from the late 50s, and those guitars sell for like $300,000 plus.
I could only imagine it's similar to cars.
Yeah. So they take them and they x-ray them and they like duplicate basically those guitars in like the custom shop. And like a custom shop version of the guitar I bought would be like my actual dream guitar, but those are like $10,000, and obviously I don't have $10,000 lying around. So
not yet.
Soon, I'm a bag chaser, you know what I mean?
He's chasing his bag.
I'm chasing the bag. I'm not. I work not enough, but
it's okay. It's about working harder. I mean, smarter, not harder.
No, I like not working. I hate. Of all the jobs that I could have, I think I'm glad that I have the one that I do, because it keeps me practicing guitar, which is very important. Like I sat down and played the drums a few days ago, which for whatever reason, because I teach both, I just don't have a lot of drum students right now. So I almost never play, but I play guitar every day because I got to keep up. And I sat down and played the drums, and I was like, I'm so washed.
Yeah.
But I like having the job because it does keep me in touch with it. Like, I've had shitty fucking jobs. Have you had any shitty jobs?
I had one shitty job at Home Goods.
Oh, God.
Yeah, in high school.
God.
I was, like, in charge of rugs and stuff like that.
Oh, rug man.
I was the rug man. I was like... I was very elated by the fact that I had been working out for a while during COVID and stuff, and then post-COVID I was showing that off, trying to be all cool. And when I walked in, I guess for the interview for Home Goods, and they saw that like I'm wearing this tight shirt, probably post-gym, Okay, you're hired. And I'm like, okay, this is great. I didn't realize why it was so easy. I guess it's home goods, but nonetheless. And then I walk in for my first day, and they're like, oh, you're going to go in the back with the rugs. And I'm like,
jobs like that literally suck the most.
Yeah, it's not a great thing. So anyway, that was pretty brutal. I didn't enjoy.
Because a store like Home Goods, like 5 people come in there an hour, and they know what they're there for.
Yeah.
They're there for decorations. They don't really need help. So you're not.
I helped some people. I did help.
Yeah.
I know what you're saying. It's very streamlined.
You don't interact with a lot of people, so you're just fucking bored. Like when I was a cashier at a pharmacy.
Yeah.
Oh my
damn
God.
Yeah, that's not.
I was working short shifts, 4 or 5 hours, so not crazy long. They wanted me to do full. This was in high school. They wanted me to do full 8-hour shifts on the weekends, and I was like, I can't. I'll blow my brains out. I can't. So
it's not worth it.
I left that job, and then I was a line cook, and that was okay because I was in the back, so I could just put headphones in and just kind of,
When I was in the back with Home Goods, I'd put my headphones in too, but not in the front because then I had to do sales. So
yeah, I was in the front a little bit at that job too, but even then it wasn't bad because you were constantly busy.
Yeah.
And I thought that like being busy at a job would suck, but it's 10 times better than like not. Like that's why I do kind of like this job because it goes by quick. Even if I'm there for 6 hours, it's just back to back to back to back lessons.
You want your mind engaged. Like you want to have Yeah, you don't want to just. Yeah, I completely understand where you're coming from.
I had something related to this.
Okay.
We're
gonna find it.
I'm drawing a blank.
You want to think about that? You want to think about that? Let me do a little intermission.
Yeah.
Okay. Intermission. So I'm watching the football games yesterday. So I'm a big football guy. Always have been. I root for the Los Angeles Rams, not because I have any ties to Los Angeles whatsoever, even though, as discussed in the last episode, I may try out the city, give it a test run, see if I like it. I have a lot of family there. But because, Los Angeles Rams, my name's Ramsey. So when I was 8 years old, I put 2 and 2 together and thought they named the team after me, which makes absolutely zero sense, considering the team precedes me by about 80 years. But nonetheless, I decided to root for the team at the time from St. Louis. I actually didn't know what St. Louis was, but I liked the fact that it had Saint in the name. It sounded cool. Anyway, obviously St. Louis has French origin, and it's a lot of interesting stuff about the city. The city's not very interesting, though. Anyway, so the Rams played yesterday against Seattle. Should have won.
Pissed off Jason Tatum with that, by the way, saying
what?
St. Louis isn't an interesting city. Oh. Jason Tatum, who I guarantee is listening right now, just got really mad. He just turned this off.
Sorry, Jay. Come back to listen, Jason Tatum. He's a good guy. He's a Celtics player. Basketball. So, anyway, the Rams, they really should have won. Pissed me off. I'm kind of mourning today, but I'm okay. But it pissed me off last night. They really had it in the bag. 2nd and goal, 3rd and goal, 4th and goal. Couldn't get it. 4 points. They're losing by 4 points. Couldn't get it on 2nd, 3rd, or 4th and goal. Gave Seattle the ball back, and then let Seattle they got on the 3rd down, which means if you don't watch football, whatever. But if you know football, the Rams got on the 3rd down multiple times in that last drive, and Seattle just kept converting. They got it to Cooper Kupp, who used to play on the Rams. He won the Super Bowl MVP for the Rams, and Cooper Kupp, tore my heart out while I was wearing his jersey. A Rams Cooper Kupp jersey watching the game, which is very unfortunate. And the Rams got the ball back with less than a minute and were unable to get a touchdown. So it's pretty rough.
Yeah.
And the Patriots are back. This is a rematch. It's a rematch of the Malcolm Butler. If anyone knows anything about football watching this right now, you know that Malcolm Butler. It's one of the all-time of our lifetime. It's one of the all-time great Super Bowl football memories. Malcolm Butler interception at the goal line. And it's a rematch of that game, so it'll be cool to watch. But I'm not interested anymore. I'm rooting for the Patriots, but I don't want to.
Rooting for the Patriots? Oh, because the Seahawks beat you.
But I'm also gonna root for Cooper Kupp still because I still love the guy. I don't really care that he just tore my heart out. Honestly, he can take it.
I personally, as a long-suffering Met fan, the Patriots don't deserve to be back in the Super Bowl. They've had it too easy.
Yeah, I respect their team though, because the people who their current, the current regime there, beside the owner who's the same, it's all different. Everything's different, and they built it back up. It's not like they weren't bad.
I don't.
They were the worst team in the NFL for 3 years. Objectively,
I don't care. The Mets have been the worst team.
No, I agree.
MLB for 60 years.
I'm speaking not emotional,
no, but as somebody I have disdain for like dynastic sports franchises, and the Patriots are one of them. I don't care that they're the worst team in the NFL.
I don't think they're going to be a dynasty again.
No, they won't be a dynasty.
Even if they win, which I don't think they will.
Drake May, as good as he is, he's not Tom Brady.
Yeah, I mean, when Tom Brady was starting out being Tom Brady, no one would have said Tom Brady would become Tom Brady. But I understand what you're saying. Yes,
because he uses. I feel like he uses his legs to the point where, like, I don't know that his arm can compensate when he gets to the point age-wise where his legs can't do what they are currently doing.
I think he could, but like yesterday, he called in his legs and it was good, but he's just a young player. Like I just don't expect him to win the game against Seattle, but we'll see.
No, Sam Darnold. Darnold has way more experience, not in the playoffs necessarily, but
Sammy D was, dude. Sam Darnold slinging it, dude. Holy shit!
I'm happy for the guy.
Me too. It's like we could actually talk about what it represents for him as a person. We could totally not do that though. But it's very resilient. Like the guy was, cast out. Everyone said he was awful. It really shows the mark of like resilience and just coming back and, doing what you believe in.
Who was the other Darnold type that got cast out but never came
Mayfield?
Back? Not Baker. Baker.
Well, Baker got
been playing well.
Yeah, he has been playing well. What? Someone who actually got cast out, like, isn't back in the league?
Yeah, I think he was also a Jets QB. Oh, maybe it was an Eagles QB. The year that they went to the 2018 when they went to the Super Bowl. Not Foles.
Who
got it? The guy who got injured?
Carson Wentz.
Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
He was on the Jets, right?
No, not on the Jets. No,
Oh.
He started on the Eagles. MVP season. Nick Foles came in. If Stiddy had beaten the Patriots,
did Wentz win the MVP?
No, I believe he was the front runner. No, he didn't win. He was the front runner of the MVP, and then he was out for the last 5 games. He didn't win.
Okay.
He was front running though. He was phenomenal. Great, vivid memories of him just slinging the ball around.
I was gonna say something before.
We can.
Do you have any work horror stories?
Yes, but they're not. It's not a typical. I'll talk about it. It's not typical, but I'll talk about it. I mean,
we don't have to.
No, I will. But it's not like a like. I'll just say it before not qualifying it. Basically, I had a job. I was a physical therapy aide, for a couple of years, and the second time that I was an aide with the PT place, it was good. But I also had the health issues that I've been dealing with for the past few years, and I'm figuring them out now, although they're not great at the moment, but they're getting better progressively, which is good. And it makes it hard to stand still for a long period of time. And at that time, I wasn't really okay with being vulnerable with anybody or saying that I was like in pain or hurting or anything like that, because I was being I wanted to be super masculine and stuff like that. And so I wouldn't tell anyone, really. And so I was just working this job where, as a physical therapy aide, you have to your job is standing still and watching someone do exercises and say, okay, looks good, okay, doesn't look good, and then changing their exercise. You have to know the exercises, and I know a lot of them. And it was just like awful to work in that environment while I was hurting myself, and it was not fun. It's not a horror story like a Boss. It's not as dramatic. But that's kind of, that was a pretty bad experience on my part. But in terms of employers, I also worked at a sleepaway camp when I first heard what's been going on. It's been a long time. It's been 3 years. And when I was working, when I was working at the sleepaway camp, legitimately, the owner, like the director of the camp, did not think I was hurt. And he was like, okay, well, we're not sending you to the doctor. And I said, I started yelling at the guy. I was like, I'm going to see a doctor. Like, who do you think you are?
Yeah.
And like, we had a whole big argument in front of like half the camp. Like, we're like, like there's like a little shouting match going on. This guy like doesn't shout. I don't shout. I'm very nice. Like, I'm just like a smiling.
It's very hard to get this guy to start raising his voice.
Yeah, and I'm like, what are you talking about? And he's like looking at me like dead in the face. You're walking right now. I see you up. I'm like, just because I can move doesn't mean I'm not in pain. Like, what are you talking about?
That's fucking insane.
Yeah, like that was actually honestly that was a pretty big work horror story. Just slipped my mind.
I realize, okay, I have several work horror stories, but what came to mind, the reason I asked that question, I have an interview horror story.
Oh.
was coming straight from physical therapy for my knee. I can tell that story too. That's kind of funny. But I changed into like dressier. It was the dead of summer. It was like 95 degrees. It was hot as hell. So I was wearing a collared polo, short sleeve polo, and like khaki shorts below the knee. Like not typical necessarily what I'd always wear to an interview. Typically I wear, collared shirt and pants, but
classic 2000s white boy. Kanye West, shout out. Kanye, apologize. I keep going. That's crazy. All right, Jonah's gonna keep with the story. I don't want to keep interrupting and interjecting.
Well, I've thought about that. We can talk about that.
We can talk about that too.
But I went in, and the first thing, I'm waiting for 15 minutes, and this like mean-looking old lady comes out from the back. This is like a counter service cafe, kind of like 70s, 80s style. They got a grill, they got coffee type of place. She comes out, and first thing, she looks me up and down. The first thing she says to me is like, "This is what you chose to wear for the interview?" And I'm like, yeah, I brought a change of clothes, but I came straight from physical therapy, so I couldn't really change into, dress pants and collared shirt, but I figured this was okay. And she goes, "Well, it's not, so hopefully that doesn't hurt you." And I was like,
what was this for again?
This is like a barista type of thing, like a barista server type of thing, a minimum wage. So listen,
this hurts you.
Listen,
that's crazy. It's wild.
This hurts you is crazy. Like, I'm not showing up to interview for software engineer at Google.
Yeah.
Like, I'm gonna be a barista.
Yeah. High school diploma required.
Yeah.
High school diploma
no
required.
High school diploma required.
No, you're right. Honestly.
Fucking lax.
Yeah.
So hopefully this doesn't hurt you. Instantly mad. Instantly don't want to be there. But I'm not just gonna walk out.
Yeah.
So I do the interview. This lady's grilling me and saying all sorts of crazy shit. Look, sometimes you might need to clock 12-hour shifts. We might need you to do this, that. You can't. You have to lock your phone up in a locker. We have cameras on at all times. And just like shit that's like, if you're trying to get me to work here, you're not doing a good job.
Yeah.
Type of thing. Like
she was trying to like scare you off to make sure you actually wanted to work there.
But
like why?
Ended up being weird because at the end of the interview she was like, "Okay, so when can you start?" And I was like, "Oh, I just got to go home and check my schedule." I was not taking that fucking job. Dude, I mean, there was no way. I thought about it for a second.
After all that too, you were being nice still. You were being nice and
nothing.
Not just shutting her down.
I was like so taken aback that she was like, "Hopefully this doesn't hurt you." Again, like, sure, if I'm coming straight from physical therapy and I'm interviewing at Goldman Sachs, yeah, I'll change into a suit in a Starbucks bathroom. But I'm not going to change into a suit for your minimum wage, no tips, coffee shop job. Like you're out of your mind.
It's absurd.
You're out of your mind.
Yeah.
And I ended up getting another coffee shop job that was much better. But anyway, that's I have a bunch of work horror stories, but I did want to talk.
Amusing.
The Kanye thing, the Kanye apology. Bro.
You don't like it?
I don't care.
Okay.
I don't give a shit. Because, whether it's 2 months or 2 years, he'll be talking shit about the Jews again. He will be talking shit about the Jays again. It's just a matter of time.
I have a two-pronged...
All roads lead to Rome.
I have a two-pronged opinion about it.
Go for it.
I mean, part of it is I always try to believe in everyone's ability to change.
Of course. Believe me, I do too.
Yeah, I mean, like that's just like a hallmark of my thinking to a point where it's like I like the fact that he did do that. Like I like
the fact that he apologized.
Like I like it. I mean, it's better than him doubling down or tripling or maybe quadrupling down. I don't know how many downs he'd be at this point, but very down.
Dude, he said he was going DEFCON 4 on the Jews.
He did say that.
Got dropped from everything, and then apologized, and then 6 months later he was out with Heil Hitler, the song.
This does seem a little bit more formal than that, but I agree.
Yeah,
I agree. Look, the other thing is he's
and also not to mention. Sorry to interrupt really quick.
Yeah.
Like 3 months ago, he was sitting down with a rabbi.
True.
Yeah.
True.
So
shout out. I love those fucking rabbis.
Shout out the Rebbe. Anyway, continue. Sorry.
The other thing is he was insinuating his car accident from 2002, which led...
Gave him brain damage, yeah.
Which could have led to, or maybe did, I don't know, but his claim is it did lead to some right frontal lobe brain damage, which could obviously be affected in a lot of decision making, is affected in a lot of decision making stuff. But you know, he could also when I was reading it, I was also thinking, you know, it also like by pulling that card, it is a card to pull. You know, it's very much so like, oh, you know, I didn't mean it, I didn't do it.
Sorry for saying I want a second
damage.
Holocaust. I just, you know, I get in a car accident, I got brain damage.
Yeah, and
I don't want to be insensitive.
Exactly. That's why I'm trying to tiptoe around the
qualify it, which I totally get.
I qualify. Wait, I'm trying to.
No, I do too. I don't want to be insensitive. Like, I get it. You were hospitalized, but like, I don't know, when you're like arguably the biggest hip hop personality on the planet.
For a while there, it wasn't an arguable sense.
Yeah. And you've got a ton of influence in pop culture and fashion, and it's kind of your responsibility to not, you know, say that you want to genocide a group of people.
It's very true.
Hot take, maybe.
Yeah.
But like, you kind of got to sort your shit out. And he's always said crazy shit. You know, his mom died, and that fucked him up because he thought it was his fault.
Yeah.
And people were not nice to him after, you know, he interrupted Taylor Swift on stage.
True. Then he made My Beautiful Dark Twisted Fantasy. That was like, you know, he went to, I think it was Hawaii.
Yeah.
Like, locked himself in a
room.
room.
I used to be a huge Kanye fan.
Me too. I was huge. I don't listen to him that much anymore. But
no, neither do I.
Maybe not at all. But
I think it's mainly in part for me. I mean, definitely the DEFCON 5 on the Jews thing made me kind of stop listening quite as much. But I still listened for a while after it. I think it was more that I just grew out of it.
Me too. It's a maturity thing.
Because I do, to an extent, believe in separating the art from the artist in a lot of ways. But so I probably, if I was still big into hip-hop, I'd still be listening to him, I think. But I'm just not as into hip-hop anymore.
Yeah.
I think it's more that than, you know.
Yeah, that's
him wanting to nuke Jews off the face of the earth.
Yeah, crazy.
Which, I mean,
that sound effect was kind of like that. Yeah, it's just wild.
I'm in a weird crossroads right now in terms of what I want to do, because what I really want to do is something in the arts. You know, I'm big into comedy. I write a lot. I haven't been able to go up as much because there's just not much around here that's like. I don't want things to be convenient in order for me to do them, but like the clubs in Westchester County don't even really have open mics, and the only places that are booking me in the city, it's just like, you know, we talked about this briefly last time. And then also music. Music has been like really my entire life up to now. I mean, my job is music related. I was originally in school for music, and I've kind of changed paths because I realized like I don't really need a college degree to do that because I've been doing it my whole life.
Yeah.
I'm just going to, you know, when I'm surrounded by more people my age, I'm just going to start a band and start playing. But I'm at a weird place where, like, I could just go, you know, job, wife, kids, die, or which doesn't sound too bad. Like, if I get a high-paying job. But really what I want to do is music. And I don't know how to make that happen. Or comedy. I do want either.
Just exposure. You know, just
I guess. Yeah.
But I have the same, you know, me saying exposure is, you know,
well,
it's
I
hypocritical.
Wholeheartedly believe. The thing is what because I know you would love to be, you know, some type of travel.
I do want to travel a lot, and I do want to, like, you know, document it and throw it up on medias and such, and, you know, but at the moment it's hard because I'm dealing with the health stuff, and it's very limiting.
And also money wise, like, it's not like every trip is expensive. Like us looking at Japan, just getting there is $1,500.
And I can and will bum it when I travel.
Of course.
Like, super bum it. Like, I am not an extravagant person. Like, I can totally bum it. But at the same time, it is tough to... You have to get there. Like, you have to get to the place.
Even, like, there's not a ticket to get to Europe under round trip under $800. And
Yeah.
sure, you could get a one-way and just see what the fuck happens, I'm
Yeah.
sure. And, you know, we're lucky enough that either of us, if we got a one-way ticket to somewhere, our parents, family members, whatever, would be willing to pull together whatever it was to get us back. But
Yeah.
even then, like, that's its own, like, for you, I have no doubt that, like, if you started traveling and documenting it and putting it on social media, you're an interesting enough person that it would absolutely get attention and you'd start making money off of it fairly quickly.
I appreciate that.
Yeah. And I think you could sustain yourself with it fairly quickly after starting it. I don't think it would take more than a couple of years.
Yeah.
But it's just like getting to the point where you have the fucking brisha to be able to, you know, sustain yourself even if you are slumming it, because living is expensive.
Yeah.
Food, you know, if you don't have a fucking apartment, you can't cook for yourself, so food's expensive. And even paying for a hostel, you know, what are they, $25 a night? That adds up quick. If you're somewhere for a week.
Depends where you are, but yeah, let's call it 25.
Yeah. I mean, you know, I've never been able to do it as much as I would like to. But yeah.
We'll have our trip though. We'll have our trip over the summer. It's somewhere. I mean, honestly, at this point, it's looking like Europe. Yeah, because
Europe's
I mean, no one's
cool.
gonna.
I'm not gonna. I after getting the guitar, I'm not, because I was that the ticket was gonna be my birthday present.
Sure.
But nobody said anything about it. So at this point, I think Japan is definitely not happening.
I don't think it's happening. I think Europe will happen.
Europe, we could do. I could get a, you know,
like Hudson. Everyone has things. You know,
Hudson's gonna be there.
Yeah.
I mean, the only person that it's inconvenient for it is Aiden, but it's not our fault. He's going to be fucking New Zealand.
New Zealand.
That's wild.
Shout out. That's crazy.
Shout out New Zealand.
Shout
out the Kiwis. Shout out the Haka. Shout out rugby. Shout out Auckland.
Auckland.
Shout out
cool.
Christchurch.
Yeah, pretty cool.
Big ups to our New Zealand audience.
What about Tasmania?
Tasmania is a different country. That's Australia.
I know.
Oh, okay.
I know. I'm just saying it's a pretty cool place.
Yeah, Tasmania's cool.
It's a cool place. Anyway, New Zealand is big in obviously Aussie Leagues football. It's a different football thing. I'm a little sports into that, but Aussie League football, a lot of New Zealand, a lot of Kiwis are playing in that, so that's pretty cool. They like punt the ball to each other and score touchdowns, so it's pretty cool.
It's like a mix between like.
It's like a mix, like rugby, American football, like punting, like soccer. It's a big mix. It's good. It's cool.
Footy.
There's some Aussie League football players that
Australia's
have made the transition to the NFL too.
Really?
Yeah, a couple.
It's cool.
Like
Australia's
punters.
a weird place. That whole part of the world is weird.
It's very interesting.
It's just a weird place. I think it's weird.
It's cool though. Like, weird is interesting.
No, I agree.
But
like
sure.
I see like Australia and America as like extremely similar places in terms of their culture and their infrastructure. Like there's a whole, like, you can tell a lot about a culture through its music. AC/DC, Australian. How many 4th of July edits have you seen where it's edited to AC/DC?
So many.
Yeah.
I had no idea they were Australian.
They have an entire country music genre in Australia. Wow. Like where it sounds like American country music, but it's, people from the Australian bush. Wow. So, Australia, but I think it's just, I think it's an odd place because
it's a crazy, like geologically, it's a crazy country.
Well, if you want to get into the geological aspect of it,
and geography, I mean, both. I mean,
there's like barely any. I mean, Australia is huge, in fairness, but like, there's not a lot of arable land where you can like
exactly. That's why all the cities are on the coast.
Yeah,
and they're so far from each other.
And the northern coast is like technically
Perth is in the north. Am I correct in that statement? Or Perth?
I feel like is Perth, western. There's
one that's like west and super secluded.
I think. North is a difference. I think it's Perth, Western Australia. That's like, it's extremely secluded, and it's something else in Northern Australia, and it's like Melbourne, Sydney.
Yeah, and they're all
Canberra.
Yeah, it's
Geelong, in
those two
Eastern Australia. Well, I'm a total geography nerd.
Yeah.
You could name a country. I could fucking chat about it for hours.
I try my best with the geography stuff, but it's also, the whole world. So it's a lot of different information. But No, I see that with Australia, the ties to the United States.
I just don't understand how they're sustaining themselves. I don't know what their main industry is. I know they got a lot of good beef.
I know.
Beef
I watched a video
supposedly
about the Kiwis, about how they're all leaving to go to Australia since they're so tight these days, and
Yeah.
there's like a lot of less infrastructure and a lot of less booming industry in New Zealand these days, especially because Australia.
Pretty sure it's an aging population as well.
Yeah, it's just interesting.
Well, a lot of the world is dealing with that problem. Japan's dealing with that problem big time.
Aging population.
Big
Yeah, I mean,
time.
birth rate. The birth rate, not birthright. I just but the birth rate is low.
Yeah, they've got they kind of got screwed over. They had a really booming economy in the late 70s, 80s, and 90s. Really, all after World War II, but especially in the 70s, 80s, and 90s. And there were a lot of laws that the U.S. put in place that kind of screwed them over. A lot of trade laws that made it so, their economy couldn't flourish in the way that it had the potential to. But like the way they're set up logistically and like infrastructurally is really good. The country's really well connected. They use like every inch of arable land possible to, grow shit. And
I feel like the most interesting countries are the ones that don't have that much land, but they're so resourceful. Like South Korea.
Yeah.
Like, talk about resourcefulness.
Well, I mean, I could talk for a while about South Korea. If you want to get into it, we could get into it. Because that's actually let's
have a South Korea episode.
One
episode or something like that. Right now,
we could do an episode just about, like, this type of stuff. But South Korea specifically, they've got, like, they've got several, but, like, a few main giant mega corporations, like Amazon-type corporations, Samsung, Hyundai slash what's the other one?
It's like a social class ranking based on what you correct. Yeah, I watched a documentary about it.
Yeah. We probably watched the same video.
Maybe.
And it's nuts. Like the entire the wealth disparity in that country, I think, is almost as bad as the wealth disparity in the U.S.
Yeah.
Where like they've got a huge debt problem. Yeah. The culture is fascinating and super cool, but economically, I mean, they've got a huge GDP, but like it's only being enjoyed by a few people.
Yeah.
And that saddens me. Everybody should enjoy the wealth.
Spread the wealth, they say.
Yeah. Bernie.
In football. Bring it back to football.
You got football on the brain. I got music on the brain.
Exactly. So. I literally spent 8 hours yesterday watching football.
And to be honest, I'm tired. I ate like ass this weekend.
Yeah, I did.
I had a steak.
Steak? That's great. What do you mean? That's steak.
No, that's good. But then mac and cheese.
Oh yeah. I
potatoes.
Made myself a waffle last night to cope with the Rams losing. I'm a clown. I made a waffle because the Rams lost and I was sad.
Yesterday, bro, I had so much spaghetti and meatballs for lunch, which normally I do. Like 10 a.m. I don't eat in the morning. 10 a.m. coffee, noon small lunch, and then the caffeine and the little bit of food will take me into the late afternoon. Then I get hungry like at 5, but like I keep it nice and chill. Maybe I'll have a little piece of fruit until dinner time, 7:30. Then I have a big meal. Yesterday, bro, huge lunch, spicy meatballs, spicy balls in my mouth. Ugh. Spaghetti.
It's not my thing. I'm honest.
And then dinner, so much chili. Oh my God, so much chili. And then dessert, cheesecake.
Oh, well, shout out. New York.
Yeah, bro. My mom got me a cheesecake for my birthday, and that was
amazing. I love cheesecake.
Delicious. That's my favorite dessert.
Yeah.
But I just woke up this morning feeling like absolute donkey ass, and I've been eating really good for the past 8 months.
Yeah.
I
know that. This guy's lost a lot of weight.
Almost 40. I'm at 37
good.
pounds.
It's a nice sweater, by the way.
Thank you. Yeah, I was with you when I got this.
Really?
Yeah.
Shit, I should remember that.
I was with you when I got this. Yeah.
It's nice.
Or maybe. No, both times I've thrifted in Brooklyn. I was with you.
Yeah, we did.
So I was definitely with you when I got this.
Yeah.
I think it's from
we're
Beacon's
thrifters.
Closet.
We're good. Thrifting's great. I love thrifting.
You got a good thrift game. Josh has a good thrift game.
Josh has the best one. I mean, Josh literally picked out stuff for me.
But yeah, I just ate like shit, so I feel really tired today.
That's how it works.
On my first time hitting the gym back on Friday, and I was gonna go yesterday, but the weather, and I didn't go today because I'm a dumbass. So go Wednesday.
It's okay.
But yeah,
Just got to start
tired.
that back up. Got to get the momentum back up.
I need some like steak and rice and salad tonight. That's my go-to.
Yeah. I had a steak last night before the Rams game when I was feeling good.
Dude, steak is the...
I cook a good steak too now. I've been practicing. It's everything in life is time on task. This is why I said the comedy thing gets exposure. Time on task, like get your foot in the door type thing. I cook a steak, 4 times a week. I'm not good at making steak. I'm not good at making. That's how it works.
I have been cooking for for a long time, and I actually don't know if I have spoken to anybody about this, but it's a big passion of mine. I cook a lot.
I like cooking too.
Yeah,
I know you do.
We should cook.
We should cook,
dude.
Cooking episode. Yeah, hey, if you guys want to cook an episode.
Oh, we should do cooking videos. That would be fucking
shit.
Awesome. Okay, we'll invest.
Guys, you're witnessing 5 brain cells coming together
dude,
now.
We'll invest in those clip-on mics and we'll do a cooking video.
All right.
For 100%.
I actually may have a clip-on mic back at home.
I just think it would be funny. We can make it funny, but I made lobster ravioli.
Yeah.
It took 6 hours.
That's more advanced than me. You're gonna have to teach me that one.
I can teach you that. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good one.
I made the pasta from scratch.
Wow.
I just picked up pre-cooked lobster because I was like, fuck, I'm going to boil.
Oh my goodness.
Have to boil lobsters. It's not difficult. You literally just throw lobsters in a boiling pot of water. But
yeah.
I was like, I have to go spend $40 on a lobster and then cook it up. I was not doing that. I bought pre-cooked lobster, but I made the pasta dough. I made the filling, and I made the sauce. It was a vodka sauce type of thing. Most lobster ravioli is in a type of vodka cream sauce. It took 6 fucking hours. And I was standing the whole time, and it sucked.
Yeah.
It was so hard. But it was...
Standing for 6 hours for me currently may be impossible.
No. We wouldn't do that. We'd come up with something fun to cook.
Yes.
Or we could do something... We could do something, honestly. Ooh, you know what we could do? We could go to the store... Vlog in the store. I saw that this is a Slushy Noobs video that I saw, but we could copy their idea.
Shout out.
We go to the store and we buy ingredients for each other, and the other one has to cook with the ingredients the other one bought.
Let's run it.
Yeah, we could do that. That would be good.
I may need some practice before, but I'm feeling good. I'm feeling up.
Well, I'll get you something you could cook.
All right.
And then we can have people over. I could invite Liam and Nate over, and they could eat it and review it.
Bet.
Yeah.
Let's do that.
What else was I gonna say? I don't know. I completely fucking forgot. I'm thinking about that. I'm not gonna lie to you. I'm thinking about that guitar.
Really?
I want it here. I was looking for basically I knew what I wanted. I knew I wanted a Les Paul. I really like Derek Trucks, Allman Brothers. Those are my guys. I knew I wanted something Gibson-y because I don't have one. I went to the guitar store. Everything expensive. These are expensive guitars. But brand new Les Pauls are almost $3,000. So I was like, I'm just going to look online because the old ones are better than the new ones anyway. The ones from 2000 to 2008 or 1990 to 2008 are really good. So I'm looking online and I find one. It's in the right color.
The one you showed me?
Yeah. It's in the right color.
Nice
it's the right year, but it's too expensive. So I'm like, all right, let me lowball the absolute fucking shit out of this guy and just see if he'll accept it. He accepted it.
Wow.
I'm shaking. Hands are shaking. Palms are sweaty. Knees weak. Arms are heavy.
Fuck it.
And
as they
there's
should be.
Vomit on my sweater already. Mom's spaghetti.
Yeah.
And I was like, I said to my dad, I was like, because it's a birthday present.
Perfectly executed, by the way. That's amazing. All right.
He accepted the order. Holy shit. And I just asked him a few questions. How much does it weigh? Because these are heavy guitars. There's a right weight range. I was like, are the pickups original? This and that. And it's just checking all the boxes. And I'm like, fuck, I think this is the guitar. And I was looking for several days. And I clicked order and I was like, holy shit. This is a lot of musicians, especially guitarists, will buy and sell a lot of gear throughout their life. They'll get an amp that they like for a while and then they'll sell it. They use the money, they get a new one. They'll have a guitar. This is a guitar that I know I'm probably going to have for my entire life.
That's amazing.
I have 2 guitars that I can confidently say right now I will have for my entire life because, and this is something that now I was talking bullshit about guitars, but now it's something that you can, guitars to me they're ludicrously expensive, but they're worth it because they're like instruments where like you create joy for yourself. It's like almost similar to buying a cat, because that's the other thing I wanted for my birthday. I wanted a cat. But my parents didn't.
You can monetize the guitar.
You can monetize the guitar,
but shoot short videos of you playing the guitar. And
I'm good, but I'm not that good.
Okay.
I would not. The people that do that are like insane, and like.
Well, the more you do it, the more you can get better at it.
Yes, but that's why I'm practicing without a camera right now. I do record myself when I got my new amp. Because last year for my birthday, I got a new guitar amp. Because I had the same shitty guitar amp for years, and last year I got a nice one. I got a Blues Junior, which is a tube amp. That's old fashioned, sounds really, really good, high end type of thing. When I got that, I shot a little video of it, but then I got embarrassed and I took it down. So I should have just left it up. Even I sounded fine. I don't know why I did that, but
I do the same thing often.
Well,
get in my head.
Where I was going with that though was like they're instruments for happiness. Like when I play guitar, it always cheers me up. If I'm in a rut, and I notice anytime I'm in a rut, I'm not playing guitar. My hands don't touch the guitar when I'm in a rut, an emotional rut. So every time I pick one up, I'm just like, this. For
me, it's literally like this. Like I literally just smile like talking to people. Like, it's like have like conversations, and like just talking about stuff that I'm interested in. Like that's what I really enjoy to do. And I want to do it more, but then a lot of the time I feel the same way. Like I'm like, oh, I don't look good, or I don't look X or Y. And I like know damn well I look good, and it's just like you're
a sexy man.
Thank you. So are you.
Thank you.
I'm like, it's like awkwardness, whatever. But like I need to get past that. Like we're literally grown men. You know, like we're not teenagers anymore. It's like if I want to do it, just do it.
Yeah.
So that's kind of I know you went on a little tangent about comedy and stuff, but that's where I'm at.
Well. I guess we can end it off there.
I think so. Don't forget to send in the advice requests.
That'll be linked. If you're on Spotify, the link will be in the description of the podcast episode. YouTube, it'll be in the description of the YouTube video. If you're on Apple Music or Amazon, go to our YouTube, Bungus Burger. And check out, send in stuff. Like we said, video preferred, but anything is cool. So type it up if you want to type it up.
We can read, so you can type it, and we will enjoy.
He can read. I'm not literate, but that's fine.
No, we're working on it. That's part of the
slowly learning how to read.
One of the underlying goals of this podcast.
Teaching ourselves how to read.
Exactly.
Also, keep an eye on our YouTube channel. Link to the YouTube channel if you're on Spotify will also be in the description. Keep an eye on that. There will be some other cool stuff coming. I think, like we said, cooking video would be cool.
Let's do music review too.
Music review will be cool. Maybe some video game stuff. I don't know.
I'm not big on video games, but I could try.
You should try. It would make for funniness.
Like to play?
Yeah, for you who's like hasn't like not experienced with video games.
Besides Fortnite, I was huge.
Oh my god.
I was so huge. You guys, dude. I was doing 90s around.
Should we hop back on the sticks, bro?
I might.
You have an Xbox, right?
I'll trash talk. I'll trash talk a 10-year-old. Oh, my brother has the Xbox at school, but anyway, I was really into that. Anyway,
thank you for listening. This has been the Bungus Burger Podcast.
Bungus Burger.